Good morning, Steve. Glad to be in the number one more again, right? Hey, Mr. Terry. Hey, Frugal Mama. Hey, Miss B. Thank y'all for coming in. Um, getting my notes here. Okay, so this week we're talking about confidence in our children. Um, this channel was created so that we can not only motivate ourselves but motivate our kids as well, seeing that they're the next generation. And there's a lot of generational curse breaking that we are trying to do. So, excuse me. Ever since our kids are born, they learn new skills. They learn new skills really fast, and along with those new skills, they learn confidence. Confidence in order to get through different situations, and excuse me, um, confidence knowing that sometimes they're gonna fall, but they are always able to get back up again and dust their feet off and keep going. So, excuse me, this week I'm talking about 12 ways to build confidence. And yesterday was pretty good. It was a very short live, but it was very self explanatory. Um, Today, we're going to encourage our kids to try new things. Most children are used to doing the same thing over and over, maybe because they're comfortable, maybe because they know what to do and they feel less shy. But oh, excuse me. Instead of focusing all their energy on what they already are good at, um, it's good to give the kids diversity. Some new skills make kids feel like they're like they've taken care of a task on their own. They feel a lot more confident because they're able to do this new skill with less of your help. Excuse me. And giving the kids new skills is letting them know that hey, I can tackle anything that's given to me. I got comfortable doing this here. I can learn anything that's put in front of me. Excuse me. Um, Trying new things is gonna build their confidence because otherwise maybe they might be too nervous or they might be too afraid to try something new or to speak up any other time. But with you building their confidence, now they feel like they are untouchable, and you'll see that confidence in them as um, as they continue to grow. We must remember nobody came out of the womb knowing everything. Yep. Excuse me. Sorry, y'all. My girls they have a what is it e-learning day, so they don't have to go anywhere. The little one is still asleep. Actually, both of them are. That's why I didn't wake up on time. So I'm dragging a little bit this morning. But I'm here. I can see and hear you clearly. No lag, no echo. Thank you. Okay, perfect. So, Um, yeah, just our kid encouraging our kids to try new things is bringing them out of their comfort zone and it's making them feel more independent, which is also better for confidence. Next up, we're gonna allow our kids to fail. Um, it's natural for us to want to protect our kids when they hurt themselves or when they start to go down the wrong path, but um, letting some things, not if it's yeah, excuse me, some things, not if it's like really dangerous or something like that, but sometimes we need to let our kids fail in order to in order for them to learn that sometimes you fall short of your goal. Sometimes um, it's not always going to work out in your favor, but you did try, and just understand that every time is not a winning experience. Some kids are are taught unrealistically. They think that I can't make a mistake, or I um, I can't lose the competition, or whatever it might be. When really, um, they need to understand that they're supposed to fail sometimes, but they've had somebody in their lives to um, to shelter them, to keep them from hurting themselves, or to guard them from protection this whole time. Then how are they building confidence? They're learning how to lean on that next person. Um, Allowing the kids to fail is going to also encourage them to try harder. No, we don't want to wear our kids out, but we want them to know that mom and dad is not going to just pick this up for you. You have to work for this, or you have to work through this and see how you come out on the other side. Things like that. So the next part is perseverance. Perseverance. And I wanted to look up the definition of that first because when I first saw it, I was confused. Perseverance is continued effort to do or achieve something despite difficulties or failures or oppositions. Excuse me. Steadfastness is a good synonym. So um, that's one of the last one here. Praise perseverance, meaning praise when they stand fast, when they don't give up. Because learning not to give up is it's very hard, especially when you're freshly frustrated. Um, you're ready to bail out as soon as something negative happens. But um, confidence and self esteem are not really about succeeding. They are just being resilient, just being content, just understanding that I got to keep trying. That I did my best, and I'm not going to win everything, but I'm going to keep trying. So having that steadfast mindset of continuing to try and not give up, and not thinking that everything is supposed to be in your favor is something that we should praise in our kids, because then they understand that um, like I said, that everything is not going to be in their favor, and that they're going to have to keep trying for something. So I think that makes a lot of sense. Perseverance is just a word that you don't hear a lot. Um, at least I don't hear a lot. So I had to double check and make sure I knew the definition of that one. Okay. Mr. Terry says a vision is what you want to achieve, goals or the steps to help you achieve your vision. 80% of life is not what happens to you, but how you react. The other 20% is beyond your control. How you react to a situation could be just as deadly as the situation itself. Yep. If you think you're going to fail, you will do something to make failure happen. Why run a race when you think you're going to fail? You must keep a positive mindset in life. Yep. We have to be a good support system for our kids and to be there for them, to let them know sometimes you win, sometimes you lose in life. That's it. That is definitely it right there. Perseverance. Yeah. That's it. Letting them know that everything is not, peaches and rainbows. You're not going to win everything. You're not going to get everything you want. Uh, yeah, you are different. Everybody's not going to love you as much as your parents love you. Everybody else is not going to, just because there's some people in the world who are like that. And that's what I try to tell my kids. I try to keep it straight up with them. Sorry about that. I had to take a drink. So, Mr. Terry says you know how to snack. You know how to snack to think on a pool table and get the ball in the hole. You know how to solve the problem. Please have the courage to pick up the cue stick and take your shot in life. Amen. So, with that being said, um, confidence in children has been interesting. I mean, it might sound self-explanatory, but I just think about how many kids out there don't have an adult figure to talk to turn to pour into them like like I would pour into my girls. And at some point, once they get a certain age, like my oldest, she's pouring back into me, on a regular basis, and that's just something that she's just used to doing because I pour into her so much. And I thank God for that because you know to know that your kids got your back on so many different levels is rewarding. So let's let them know that we have their back as well because they need us. Um, let me see here. Double check, make sure I hit every point on this. Yep, yep. So again, to recap, we're going to encourage them to try new things instead of focusing on what they already know, what they already have. Um, Kids like a good diversity, so um, pull them out of their comfort zone, show them something new, or teach them something new, or direct them on how to learn something new because it's going to help. It's going to help build their confidence. It's going to help them realize that hey, I did this. God brought me to it, and I can do it. Not mommy, but God. That's another thing. Really putting into them that God is our Lord and Savior, and that I am mom, but there's a power higher than me, and I want you to be happy, but I want you to please God. I don't want you to please me. Next, we talked about allowing our kids to fail so that they don't think that everything is just peaches and rainbows. We don't want to make them think that they're always going to have us as their protection. I mean, as a kid, as a little one, they look up to mom and dad and everything. But once they get to be a little bit older, they gotta understand that trial and error is a true thing, and that they're gonna have to learn from their mistakes. So, um, falling short sometimes of their goals, falling short sometimes of other efforts that they try is just something that happens. Unfortunately, they're not always gonna win, so we gotta let them know that and allow that to happen. Excuse me, and not try to save them from every situation. And then last but not least, praise perseverance. So when those kids they're holding fast, they're holding steadfast, they're being content, they're being very patient, um, they're learning how to not give up. They are not getting frustrated because of a little setback or of important because of important something in life that didn't happen. Their confidence and their self esteem is is more than than what it is. Their confidence and their self esteem is just a part of life. For them, there's things that are more important. They're not too resilient. I mean, well, kids are resilient, so that you want them to be resilient, but you want them to have their own mind and be able to um, talk themselves out of things as well. So yeah, praising perseverance. Not yet, baby. Praising perseverance is very important. Um, the next couple of days, we're gonna break down the other ways that we build confidence in our kids. We're gonna talk about goals, passions. Um, we're gonna talk about celebrating them and their efforts. We're gonna talk about including them in things around the house, embracing them. Um, Basically, just showing them love, setting them up for success because we are their original teachers. They need us in order to make it through this life. Mr. Terry says we're all farmers in another person's life. We can plant seeds or we can plant weeds. Seeds are the positive things of life and light of life. Weeds are the negative things of life and the darkness of life. Yep. Hey, Tamika, thanks for coming in. The question is, what are you planting in another person's life? I love having new experiences in life. I love being around people of growth. Always tell me your person genuine growth. That's what makes encouraging talks a great blessing in my life. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. You always keep it real, Mr. Terry. You always got some really nice words. I really appreciate you. I appreciate it even the more, all of you, because you're keeping it real with me. You're giving me your feedback. Um, yeah, and we keep it real. There's no sugarcoating. You're not just saying what I want you to say. You're not just saying what you think I want to hear. You're being straight up, and I really appreciate y'all for that. Um, we had to let them scrape their knees every now and then. Yep, exactly. That's what it is. Yeah, I remember. I mean, literally, like back in the day when I used to, play and learn and things. But I would play by myself because my other, I didn't have siblings who I could play with. Um, there were so many times that I went through things on my own that I literally fell and scraped my leg or almost broke my arm and so on and so forth. But it was just a building experience. It just really made me who I am today. But nowadays, if you see some parents and their kids, me as well at some point. At some point, I had to cut that off, but, uh, let the little one trip at all. Let her almost skin her knee, and I'm running to the rescue trying to pick her up and save her before she even touched the ground. So either that or the kids don't even got to walk and to have a chance to scrape their knee nowadays, right? It's almost like they're given a silver spoon without a silver spoon. But yeah, this has all been very interesting. Um, Yet again, you guys are always showing up for me every morning, and I really really appreciate that so much. Um, I'm just noticing all the comments and things over here on this channel. I think we got about 38 subscribers now. Woo woo! Thank you, thank you. I just want more people to see this channel. I want more souls to be reached. Um, because I think, hey Eric B, thanks for coming in. I think that we've been so used to doing things a certain way for so long that we thought things were okay. But honestly, if it's not God's way, then it's just not gonna last. It's not gonna succeed, and that includes in our kids. And I don't think people understand that. I actually just read in the Bible recently where it says that if you are covered, then your kids are covered. But with you, lacking knowledge or lacking getting closer to Christ, then your kids suffer. that trickles down to them. And I also found out that once they're a certain age, they're responsible for themselves in God's eyes. So, are we teaching them what they need to know in order to walk God's way, um, on their own before they're too old, before it's too late? Our kids are the next generation, and we might think that, oh no, it's over for me, like there's no change in me, this is who I am, or anything like that, then okay, just do it for the kids. So that's what this channel is all about. And I think I'm pretty happy with how this morning went. I can end it off, keep it pretty short for those coming back on the replay. I appreciate you joining me. I'm gonna go on over to Frugal Mama. We're gonna get busy moving over there. Yeah, I think I have a few videos scheduled on the other channel for this week. But otherwise, I just look forward to talking more about this confidence in our kids tomorrow. So I hope you have the best day. Don't forget to put God first and stay humble, stay encouraged, stay you. That's it. That's all. As always, remember, be true to yourself. Because if you can't be true to yourself, you can't be true to nobody else. Bye bye.